In a recent interview with Comic Book, Vincent D'Onofrio, aka the Kingpin himself, talks a little bit about all the negativity, the hatred, and the toxic fanboys that were constantly after him and various stars. And he finally talks about just brushing them off and not caring about what they say. So Vincent D'Onofrio was talking with Comic Book, and he was asked about his life after joining a Marvel project, specifically playing a huge character like the Kingpin, who so many people are aware of. And of course, all the backlash that came with him when he was first announced, which, yes guys, there was a lot of backlash, trust me. You just have to go back and read through some of the old posts and everything, and there was some horrendous stuff that was said. And he talks a little bit about this continuing to go on, about getting trolls, about how he used to get very vocal and how he used to lash out at them in regards to, fighting back online or in interviews calling them out and such like that. And he talks about how really it's pointless now. He says he used to have trolls, but now he just ignores them, that they're not really hurting him, that it's not really anything to care about. And he says that if you look at what he was doing and kind of going up against them and trying to be combative, that he just had to stop, because ultimately, what was the point? He's doing what he's doing. He's got a great job. He's living a life that they only wish they could, right? And they're being negative because they have nothing better with their time. They're essentially, as he used to say back then, they were nobodies. They were nothing. They were seeking attention. And he's better than that. And he says there's too much going on in the world that's negative to focus on a little thing like this. And he says that, you would look at it and somebody's coming after you and somebody's saying negative things about you, and it's one person in 100 or 1,000 maybe, and you go, why even bother? And I gotta agree with him here. The dude is speaking like a true champion right here. He's almost speaking like Wilson Fisk, I'll be real with you, and that's great. Fisk has all these people that hate him, and he's just like, brush it off, I'll deal with this whenever, but don't worry about this stuff. D'Onofrio's saying the same thing. Why focus on the one negative or 2 or 3 negative people when you're going to have 1,000 people saying you're doing a great job, you're great, you're doing all of this? Just keep doing what you're doing and ignore them. Ultimately, ignoring them is going to be the best thing instead of trying to, go up against them, and then it could be even worse for you. And we've seen this with some stars, right? Simu Liu, he points out that all the people that were saying that Shang-Chi was going to bomb were wrong, and then they spin that story of him pointing it out and laughing at them as he's the bad guy because he's laughing at us. You guys see what I'm saying? So D'Onofrio's right here. Brush off the toxic Marvel fans and they're not even fans. He says they're toxic Marvel fans, but were they really fans? Probably not. They're just trolls. At the end of the day, brush them off and move on with your life, because there's plenty of other worse things out there to worry about, and I agree with him. A very reasonable conclusion to what you should do. Ignore them.